Okay, so I've already started working on something. I didn't include it in the video because I knew it would take a while and I didn't want to like edit all of the footage of me doing it because I didn't know exactly how long it would take me. But I just spent some time working on this vocal melody. So I essentially just recorded myself singing and like humming into my phone, emailed it to myself, and then dragged it in here and started playing around with a whole bunch of stuff. And as you can see on the mixer channel, I was doing a whole bunch of different things. I was automating stuff and running things through different channels and stuff. So this is what it sounds like. So what key was I in? Oh, I already saved it. It's G sharp minor. Okay, so let me go ahead and delete all this. I'm hearing maybe a guitar. I might start with a guitar and then switch it to something else later. I might just repeat this idea, and maybe do a little bit of like a flutter in between. Anytime I say flutter, what I mean by that is I'll just take, like a note like this, and I'll hold Alt and press U. It brings up the piano chopper, and it will chop things up. And you can use this little thing to give yourself more or fewer chops. For when I say flutter, I like to do 4. So I go to this, go to 4, hit accept, and then let's just start messing around with some of these notes. So maybe one thing I like to do is start with a note, change it, come back to the note, and then change it again. So let's come back to the same note and then change it the second time. So something like that. A little bit sooner. I think I keep going down. Yeah, I do. Okay. So I just went dun 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 basically with my voice. So I'm going to try to follow that. So I'm going to take these notes and then put them on those notes that I just hummed. So I think they're going to be here. Then we can obviously change the second notes, but I want these first notes to hit on the notes that I was humming or singing. So these notes are all the notes. Dun dun dun. I want to change this one. Yeah, something like that. So maybe. I want this flipped. I think I want this one flipped as well. I want these to happen a little bit sooner. Okay, I know I said I might change the guitar, but I like the guitar. So I might do another guitar. Okay, so we're on G sharp. And then okay, so here are the bass notes basically. And this is probably where my 808 or my bass is going to be later, or on these notes right here. This one's out of key. This one, it's a little happy. There we go. I don't know if I like this. There we go. Maybe not. I can't make up my mind about this beginning part. It doesn't sound like, it sounds good, but it doesn't sound like the beginning. So like if I start it from the end and let it loop, that sounds like it should be like this part should be in the middle somewhere. It doesn't sound like it should be at the beginning. I guess that is the right note. I think that was the note I had at first. There we go. So sometimes I do this. I'll take some of the notes that I already have, and then I'll duplicate them, and then pitch them down or up an octave, and then I'll lower the velocity. And that's just to add a little bit more like texture to the sound without adding. So like if I'm bringing it down, I don't want to add a whole bunch of low end into this necessarily. But I do sometimes want some of that texture that comes with adding the low end. So I'll just lower the velocity. Yeah, I think I want something that like repeats throughout, but isn't too fast. So maybe a piano will work for that. Maybe I should move all of these like over. I think I like this actually. Let me delete the second half. what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through and randomize everything, and then we'll listen back to it. Okay. I'm finished randomizing all the velocities and stuff. Now what I'm going to do is go through and clean up some of the sounds. So for example, this guitar has some high end on it. It's on the sharp. Okay. I think this is basically everything. I don't need this anymore. So what I did was I went through after I randomized all the velocities and the timings and everything. I went through and cleaned everything up with like EQs and different things. I used the forgot the name of it now, but I'll probably put some clip of me using it in the video. But it's a dynamic EQ, meaning it doesn't just sit there and take out a certain frequency. It only takes out frequencies like as they get up to a certain point. And that's to prevent, just taking frequencies out unnecessarily as much. I still did use a static EQ for a lot of them as well, because that's often also fine. But yeah, cleaned up all the sounds as much as I could, put some reverb and some different effects on some of these different things. Like I think the piano has some reverb on it. I don't remember everything I put on these, but I think it was mostly just EQ, maybe some reverb, maybe some flanger, um, maybe a little bit of chorus or something. But it's I put very small amounts of extra effects on it. It was mostly just EQing out sounds and cleaning things up, making sure things aren't too harsh and that sort of thing. So let's listen back to it.